Cats alive like a neon fight. Fingers tap and the vibe feels right. Stream on, let's ignite. One click away from taking flight. Stream on, the time is tight. Let's make it electric in voices buzz through the pixel storm. Hearts light up where the laughs are born. We're all here where the fun's the norm. Turn it up louder, feel the rush. In the space we're never hushed. Stream on, let's ignite. One click away from taking flight. Stream on, the time is tight. Let's make it electric in the throw those emotes like confetti rain. Jump in the hype train, no refrain. This is the moment we all
Hello, sound check. Good evening, everyone. We're now back again to another stream here in Ragnarok Age of Origin. And again, this is our caster slash streamer. Hot to the gut will bring you right in the middle of these battles that will be happening into our tonight's War of Imperium. And then again, this is the Age of Triumph Season 2 only here in OGX AOR. So we will be witnessing yet again another set of battles that will be happening into our inside of the castle. So for our golden castle, we got well, this is the same castle that we had last time, or that was on Tuesday, if I am not mistaken. So Tuesday we got Seer for our golden castle. So for our silver castle we got Mardol, and the Joker castle is Banabis. So we'll be focusing first here in our golden castle. We already got Bruek in here, while some members of Rahim Naraka and Electro on the southeast side, while Roma Haji Ramli as well as some members of All Stars are in here. Oh, I think RHR will try to engage into Bruek right now. Bruek taking the left-hand side for now. RHR's members, they are stretched thin right now. They need to be careful in here. These members of Bruek will try to engage into, or RHR will try to engage into the members of Bruek right now. Bruek lost their DLP in the process in here. Never mind, the backlines are completely exposed right now. Bruek didn't stand a chance versus All Stars. Oh, shout out sa'yo, Tito Chubs. Maraming salamat po. Currently, it's All Stars leading the charge here inside of the castle. They are already attacking the first fortress gate. We got some members or some random members of Bruek right now, but it's Ruma, Haji Ramli, and the All Stars currently in front of the first fortress gate. And they are continuously attacking it. Where is Rahim, Neraka, and the other guilds? Bruek again will try to level their position versus the members of RHR and All Stars combined in here. There goes one Sage dropping from the side of Bruek right now. Bruek needs their DLP up and running. Where is the DLP? Where is the DLP though? Nobody is popping off that DLP. Maggie with that offensive dive protector coming in from the side of RHR right now. They will try to dive inside of the stack of Bruek right now. Bruek having a hard time to cast that DLP. They will try to break away, or they will try to back away from the members of RHR, but the Ruma Haji Ramli will just try to focus, or will just shift their attention in pushing the castle, while some members of All Stars arriving at the scene in here from the south side. They will try to engage into the remnants of Bruek right now. Bruek's members holding their ground for now. Oh, sorry. But All Stars will try to focus into the second fortress gate. Nobody is tailing them right now. It might be a free break for All Stars, but we saw them defend the castle for about 30 minutes just to fall into the hands of the other guilds. But let's see if they can replicate the scenario, or replicate what happened last Tuesday. It's All Stars right now, currently racing their way inside of the castle. Nobody's actually contesting these guys. It's All Stars right now inside. Let's just jump into the Imperium, see if they will be the first one to arrive. Yeah, okay, we got Amelia in here. They should be popping the equal right now. Yeah, Amelia popping that equal. Nobody is canceling that one. And All Stars will pop that equal. Criticals already landing on top of the Imperium right now. Nobody can contest this one. It's All Stars securing the first break. So they will try to reposition here and the choke point again. And we will be waiting for the other guilds. I'm not quite sure why aren't they trying to contest All Stars when it comes to the first break. So it's Ruma Haji Ramli popping their equal from the back lines as well. They will reinforce the defense of All Stars in here. That is a pretty quick reposition from the members of Ruma Haji Ramli. While we already got 3 guilds from All Stars in here, Electro. Some members of Electro will arrive at the scene. Never mind, it's Electrics. Full members of Electrics will be in here. They will try to engage into the members of All Stars right now, while the members are falling apart in here. I think they just lost their DLP right now, but they have a backup DLP from their mist right now. Can they sustain the damages coming in from All Stars in here? But the Meteor Storm and Storm Gust will be hitting its marks inside of the stack of Electrics right now. They just evaporated from their spot right now. Electrics did manage to dive inside of the stack of All Stars in here, but I'm not quite sure if that is enough for them to be able to break the lines of All Stars. They will just be decimated by All Stars. Electrics not managing to break the lines of All Stars in here. So there are currently 3 guilds. Make that 4 guilds from All Stars. currently holding off the choke point. While where are the other guilds? Oh, it's Rahim Naraka currently in here, and the 5th guild of All Stars will be arriving at the scene. They're taking the left-hand side, but some members of Rahim Naraka, Minyak, on the front lines, way too overextended. Did manage to pop his Azura, will try to body relock out of there. He got trapped earlier. It's Bruek as well as Rahim Naraka in here. They need to destroy the Guardian Stone's barricade, while some members of Rahim Naraka is on the other side of the Guardian Stone. They still need to destroy those Guardian Stones before they proceed deeper into the line, or into the tower inside of the castle. Nobody is moving just yet. I think Electrix has 2 guilds in their alliance. I think we saw Electro. So it's All Stars. Oh, engaging into the members of Bruek right now. All Stars coming in from the south-hand side in here. Bruek will try to stand their ground. The members of All Stars, these knights, will try to go inside of the stack of Bruek right now. Bruek shifting their attention into the members of All Stars. Those bowling bashes coming in from Bruek right now will be managing to deal some damage into the backlines of All Stars, but All Stars managing to sustain the damages coming in from Bruek right now. Bruek losing their DLP in the process. The backup, the line protector will be there coming in from Chapo. All Stars members will try to break away from these knights of Bruek. They might be hurting from those bowling bashes coming in from the side of Bruek right now. Bruek with that PDFM all slowing down the members of All Stars right now. All Stars will try to break away. Will try to focus into the members of Bruek of TCG right now, who's inside of their stack. While All Stars, those traps will still be there. Binzo laying down those traps, but Bruek will break away from this fight. They are not interested in fighting this one, or never mind. They will try to turn into the members of All Stars right now. Again, these members of All Stars will try to go inside of the stack of Bruek right now, but Bruek holding their ground in here, managing to engage into the members of All Stars. Here comes now Electrix coming up from the southeast hand side. All Stars right now being sandwiched between Electrix as well as Bruek right now. Electrix manages to take down one of the gangs of All Stars in here, and they will stand their ground facing Bruek in here. Never mind, they will back away. They are not interested in fighting Bruek in here. They did just take down one of the guilds of All Stars, and they will proceed further. Not quite sure who's attacking who in here. Is Rahim Naraka attacking All Stars right now? Oh, never mind. I think they do. Oh, we might be actually quite late from that fight versus Rahim Naraka, from the fight of Rahim Naraka versus All Stars. So Bruek or Electrix is the next one to go. No, where are they? We just lost them. So Bruek is currently regrouping. Bruek and TCG currently regrouping here in the arch before the first Fortress gate. Can't move. Oh, there we go. Oh, Electrix is in here. So Electrix currently regrouping as well. Are they gonna engage Bruek? There goes 2 members dropping from the side of Bruek right now. Electrix poising themselves inside of the members of Bruek right now, but Bruek is engaging into the members of Electrix, while Electrix, they will try to go dive inside the stack of Bruek. But there goes Chapo dropping from the side of TCG right now. That is Devo dropping. Defensive PDFM will be there coming in from the side of TCG, but I don't think that matters because Electrix will just overwhelm them with their sheer numbers right now. Bruek will be massacred by Electrix. They will just get the hell out of there for now. All Stars, seeing that Electrix will be here, will they engage? Will they engage into these guys, the members of All Stars? The traps is in there, and there's one knight, Panangapapa on the front lines, way too overextended, but the bowling bashes will be there. There goes one knight, dropping from the side of All Stars right now. The rest of the members of, or the rest of the knights of All Stars will try to dive inside of the stack of Electrix. There goes the Sage, dropping from the side of All Stars right now. Here comes now the counter push, coming in from the side of Electrix, inside of the stack of All Stars. There goes one member dropping, the Deluge will be there, coming in from the side of Electrix right now, disabling the DLP from the members of All Stars. All Stars will be taken down again for the second time around. Electrix taking them down again. One of the guilds of All Stars, they did pop their equal off screen, and Electrix, seeing that they are back in action right now, they will still try to dive inside of the stack of All Stars, but All Stars managing to intercept these members of Electrix trying to go inside of their stack right now. The members of All Stars standing their ground, but Electrix keeps on piling pressure into the backlines of All Stars in here, but will that be enough though? Their frontliners are way too exposed. That Bragi will fall right in the middle of the stack of electrics right now. Their devils are falling apart as well. They cannot recast the DLP. 69 having a hard time to recast that one. The defensive PDFM won't be able to do anything in here, and All Stars firing back into the members of Electrics. Electrics will be taken down as well. They will just be wiped by one of the guilds from All Stars Alliance. And these members of All Stars, oh, Rahim Naraka, they are in here. They will try to break the lines of All Stars. Can they actually do it? We do know that there is another guild from under the All Stars Alliance who's right behind them. That might spell disaster for the members of Rahim Naraka, but there goes one Trapper dropping from the side of All Stars right now. Heisenberg on the front lines, way too overextended in there, but the Knights of Rahim Naraka will try to focus into the members of All Stars Alliance right in front of them. There's some members, or there's way too much members of All Stars right now inside of the stack of Rahim Naraka. Rahim Naraka's backlines is actually being taken down one after another. There's one Bragi falling from the backlines of Rahim Naraka, but they will try to press on inside of the stack of All Stars right now. But the 4 guilds of All Stars are already in here, ready for them going. The Stormcast will be there on top of the members of Rahim Naraka. Some members of the Rahim Naraka will be frozen all over the place in here. Here comes down the backlines of All Stars. The sandwich coming in from all of the guilds, or from multiple guilds coming in from the side of All Stars. There goes one Devil dropping from the side of our Rahim Naraka right now. They make that multiple members dropping from this side simultaneously. The Meteor Storm will be there, landing on top of the members of Rahim Naraka, and they will just be decimated between these guys, crashing down right in the middle of the stack of Rahim. They will be wiped completely. All Stars managing to sandwich these guys. And here comes now TCG. TCG with some random members of Bruek will try to engage into these guys, All Stars. There's one guild of All Stars in there. Bowling bashes will be continuously popped from the members, or by the members of TCG. Still putting some damage inside of the stack of All Stars, or inside of one, or inside to one of the guilds of All Stars right now. But I think they backed out completely. There's one member of Ruma Haji Ramli right in the middle of the stack of TCG, but I don't think that matters. He will just be killed instantly. We still have 45 minutes. Still a lot of time for these guys to play. They will just stay here for now. It's TCG. Not quite sure if they are regrouping, but some members of Rahim Naraka is already arriving at the scene. They need someone, or they need another guild to join forces with them, for them to at least be able to push the lines of All Stars in here. Because I'm not quite sure if Rahim Naraka will manage to break this one. So here comes now Rahim Naraka will try to push. They will try to get closer into the members of All Stars. Some members of All Stars who's way too overextended will be caught by the members of Rahim. Jolteon popping off that Asura onto, or into the members of Rahim. The rest of the members of Rahim Naraka will be arriving at the scene. They will try to engage into the members of All Stars Alliance who's right in front of them, but the the main line of All Stars will be here. Oh, here comes the line coming in from the members, or coming in from the engagement. The members of All Stars who's way too overextended in here. This might spell disaster coming in from them because they don't have a DLP or from their front lines right now. The Devils are being taken down by the members of Rahim Naraka, but Ruma Haji Ramli with All Stars will try to push. Electrics will be joining forces with Rahim Naraka right now. They will try to break the lines of All Stars. Here comes down the push coming in from Electrics, managing to cut the lines of All Stars right now. Electrics pushing them out in here. All Stars will try to stand their ground, but Electrics did manage to push through the lines of All Stars right now, but they will be met by Ruma Haji Ramli from the back lines of All Stars. Electrics, their members are just being caught from the crossfire between these guys, and they cannot push any further and much longer in here, they will just be punished by the members of All Stars. It's All Stars right now holding them off. The push did not work for these guys, and Rahim Naraka is again regrouping. I still have a lot of time though. That's 43 minutes for these guys. They can still pile up the pressure into the members of All Stars, but All Stars, not quite sure if that is working towards them, but then again, we'll never know. Because as far as I can see, they have 5 guilds, or 5 different guilds. All Stars. Here comes now another push coming in from the side of Rahim Naraka, but All Stars right now, the spells will be there, coming in from the side of All Stars, the precast will be landing on top of the members of Rahim Naraka right now. They are being pushed back by the members of All Stars. Offensive Blood Protector coming in from All Stars on top of the members of Rahim Naraka. The front liners of Rahim Naraka are just being decimated one after another by the push of All Stars in there. Azuras are being popped by the members of All Stars in there, but Rahim Naraka still keeps on getting pushed back. They cannot gain some ground, or they cannot gain a ground versus the members of All Stars in here. Their devils are falling apart in here. Their devils are falling apart right now. Here comes some Electrics joining in the fray. They will try to engage into the members of All Stars. All Stars doesn't have a DLP in their midst. Jack Juson will try to cancel that DLP from the frontliners of All Stars right now. They just lost multiple members from the front lines in there. It's Burwek joining in forces with these guys as well, but Electrics is already spent from this fight. Some members of All Stars or the frontliners of All Stars will try to break away for now, or will try to back away. They do have their traps up and running in here. Will try to create some space away from the members of Burwek. But another guild of All Stars is in here, ready to go, up and running. Some members of Burwek, who's way too overextended, those knights will just be killed instantly by the members of All Stars. But All Stars, here comes the push coming in from them. The Meteor Storm will be landing on top of the members of Burwek right now. They need the backup DLP. Savero is still in there, but popping up that DLP in here, but the Crusaders coming in for the side of Burwek is way too exposed. Chapo will be there, will be taken down by the members of All Stars. All Stars keeps on pressing on. There goes one Crusader dropping from the side of Burwek right now. Burwek will try to stand their ground. The members of All Stars, one more member falls right in the middle of the stack. Burwek right now. Burwek just cannot stand the punishment from the side of All Stars in here. They will just be annihilated by All Stars right now. Burwek won't be able to hold much longer, and All Stars again taking them down. No, they are not managing to gain some ground versus All Stars. So nobody is managing to push them just yet, but the Guardian Stones are again reconstructed. So it's Rahim Naraka in here regrouping TCG. We got TCG and another guild under Rahim Naraka. They are not managing to push out the members of All Stars, even though they will try, even though they do try to push in at the same time. Well, they cannot do anything because numbers won't count for anything under those choke points. So they actually need to play that one slowly and carefully for them to at least have a chance in breaking the lines of All Stars inside. But unfortunately, All Stars being the castle ownership, or being the castle owner, they do have the advantage, or actually the main guild from All Stars do have the advantage to reinforce their lines for as soon as possible. But right now it's Electrics being engaged by the members of Rahim Naraka, and they just got annihilated quickly by the members of Rahim. So Rahim Naraka's members will try to back away for now. Oh, I think they already managed to destroy the Guardian Stones. So they will try to press on deeper into the castle. I'm not sure how How quick was that Guardian Stone being reconstructed? Pretty sure I'm pretty sure reconstructing those Guardian Stones have their own cooldown, so it's kind of quick. It's kind of quick coming in from our defenders, which is currently All Stars. Here comes now the push of Rahim Naraka. Rahim Naraka. They need to be careful in here. If they can play this one slowly and actually just try to take down these guys. Yeah, we can see that Monk managing to pop that Asura. We already have the 3 guilds from All Stars. No, sorry, make that 4. 4 guilds from All Stars, and they will try to engage into the members of Rahim Naraka. There goes one knight dropping from the side of Rahim Naraka, making the 2 members dropping. Multiple members dropping from the side of Rahim Naraka right now. They're having a hard time to hold their ground right now. The push coming in from the side of All Stars. Offensive Plan Protector will be coming in from them, disabling the DLP being reapplied by the members of Rahim Naraka right now. Rahim Naraka's members are just being sandwiched between these guys. Electrics will be joining in the fray as well. They will try to punish these members of All Stars, who's way too overextended in here. The members of Electrics, they will keep on pressing on right now. Some members of All Stars will be taken down. There goes one Crusader dropping in from their side right now. All Stars did manage to put some pressure into the middle of the stack of All Stars, or Electrics did manage to put some pressure into the middle of the stack of All Stars right now, but All Stars will try to stand their ground. PDFM will be there coming in from All Stars right now, slowing down the members of Electrics, who did manage to go inside of their stack right now, but the most of the members of Electrics are just being caught from the precast, being laid down by the members of RHR right now. They cannot move from their spot in here, and they are just being massacred. Here comes now Bruek. Bruek will be the third one to arrive at the scene in here, while they do have their numbers reduced right now. Can they be taken down by the members of Bruek? Terror is still in there. Here comes the push coming in from Bruek right now. Try to go inside of the stack of All Stars in here, but All Stars will try to stand their ground. Some members of All Stars, some members of Bruek are being frozen in here from the precast, being laid down by the members of Rumaha Jiramli. The backlines of Bruek is way too exposed. They still have their DLP up and running in here, but there's way too much guilds from the members or from All Stars right now, and they're just being sandwiched by these multiple guilds from All Stars, while the TCG did manage to put some pressure into the members of All Stars in here, but I'm not quite sure if that matters because there's still way too much members of All Stars standing their ground right now. Rahim Naraka arriving at the scene again. They will try to put another pressure coming in from the members of All Stars right now. But there goes one knight dropping from the side of Rahim Naraka, make the 2 members dropping in from their side. That is a Sage dropping or being killed from Rahim Naraka right now. They keep on pressing forward in here. Offensive Plan Protector coming in from Rahim, but I don't think that matters because they're just being routed. There goes one Sage dropping with those Crusaders dropping from their side as well. They're just being sandwiched between these guilds of All Stars. Here comes now Bruek engaging into the members, or engaging into one of the guilds of All Stars right now, but All Stars will try to stand their ground. The members are being taken down. There goes one priest dropping from the side of Bruek right now. They just evaporated in the face of All Stars in here. They cannot stand their ground, but Electrics will be joining into this fight between Bruek as well as one guild of All Stars right now. Here comes now the push of Electrics, trying to put some bodies into the front lines right now, while some members of All Stars who are trying to break away from that fight. They are completely or heavily outnumbered in here. All Stars, or sorry, that one of the guilds of All Stars who face Bruek and Electrics. Electrics will try to stand their ground for now, but here comes now the rest of the members of All Stars popping their equal behind Bruek, or behind Electrics right now. They're just being sandwiched in here. Electrics, they cannot move anywhere. That equal from All Stars sandwiching them completely. 34 minutes left into our War of Imperium. So these members of All Stars, or one of the guilds of All Stars, will try to block the path right now, while Rahim Naraka will be arriving at the scene. All Stars will try to engage into these guys. The members of Rahim Naraka will try to intercept these frontliners of All Stars. They are heavily outnumbered in here, these members of All Stars. But they will still try to stand their ground. Members of All Stars in here. There's one Crusader coming in from Rahim Naraka, spamming that Grand Cross inside of the stack of All Stars, but All Stars trying to back away for now. They do have their traps up and running in here, but I'm not quite sure if that is enough for them to be able to hold their ground, because there's way too much members of Rahim Naraka who's pushing them back. The members of Rahim keeps on pressing forward, keeps on pushing forward into the members, or into one of the guilds of All Stars. So Rahim Naraka presses on. They will try to push forward closer into the main force, or into the main defensive line of All Stars in here. Here comes now one of the guilds of All Stars, reinforcing the defense in here, or the interception of Rahim Naraka. So Rahim Naraka's members did manage to pull out some members of All Stars right now, and they are trying to kill these guys, but there's a lot of members of All Stars still inside of the stack of Rahim Naraka. Here comes some TCG and Bruek joining in forces, pushing through the stack of Rahim Naraka right now, but I think Rahim Naraka's members are already spent from this fight in here. The members of Bruek, who did just try to dive inside of the stack of All Stars right now, did manage to press on, or did manage to push forward, but there's way too much members, or way too much guilds from the side of All Stars. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think that's 5. I think All Stars has 5 guilds under their banner. But Electrics keeps on pushing forward. They do have their members reach a deeper part of the defense from the side of All Stars. The members of All Stars will try to stand their ground for now. Electrics, as well as the members of Bruek. The Recall being popped by All Stars right now. That is the Red All Stars popping their Recall, reinforcing their defensive line in here, but I'm not quite sure if these members, or if these guilds, will actually manage to break the lines. TCG as well as Bruek is still stuck into that corner right now. Here comes another push coming in from the side of All Stars. All Stars in here keeps on pressing forward. The members of Bruek will just be annihilated by the members of All Stars in here. But here comes now Rahim Naraka. Rahim Naraka will try to join in the fray in here, but some members of Bruek is actually causing some riff from the defense in here. Rahim Naraka needs to push forward. Lots of people here. You have no lag. Oh my God, says Synesthesia on YouTube. Yeah, I'm actually wondering that I'm actually impressed that I'm not lagging right now compared to what we experienced last Tuesday. But right now there is no lag. Ako yung Crusader na nag-dive. Maganda ba, bossing? Yo, bossing Tito Tube. Shoutout sa maraming salamat po. But here comes now the push coming in from Rahim Naraka. But All Stars will try to intercept these guys. Rahim Naraka's members are not managing to move, or not managing to gain some ground closer into the defense of All Stars right now. They're just being continuously intercepted by the members of All Stars. But some members of Rahim Naraka manages to press us on. These Knights of Rahim Naraka trying to dive into the backlines of All Stars Alliance in here. They are managing to gain some ground, while the rest of the members of Rahim Naraka Electrics will try to join in the fray again. These members of Electrics will try to push. The members of Electrics will try to push forward. There's a lot of happenings inside of the stack of All Stars right now, but they will try to focus into the members of Electrics. Electrics members are just being taken down one after another. There's way too much members of All Stars managing to focus their firepower into the members of Electrics. Electrics will be losing their DLP right now, and they will be bombarded by the precast coming in from the side of All Stars Alliance. Electrics, their members are falling apart in here. There's way too much damage being dished out by All Stars in here. All Stars will just be annihilating them one by one, killing the rest of the members of Electrics one by one in here. They cannot stand their ground much longer. And All Stars, who has so much guilds under their banner in here, will manage to hold their ground. 6 guilds? I'm pretty sure that's 5. Am I dumb at counting? I'm not quite sure. So we got 1, 2, 3. Fourth is this one. Yeah, I think we have 5. I think we have 5 under All Stars Alliance. So do correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we have 5. So we got this one, we got the red guys, we got Roma Haji Ramli, we got these guys, the third one, the fourth one is the red All Stars, and the fifth one is the 0. Am I correct? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is the correct count. But right now, going back into the ball game for now, we got another push coming in from the side of Roma Haji Ramli. They will try to break the lines of All Stars in here, but can they succeed right now? The members of All Stars getting closer into the members of Rahim Neraka right now. Some members of Roma Haji Ramli will try to dive inside of the stack of Rahim Neraka in here. Rahim Neraka's members are actually being pushed back by the members of All Stars. All Stars members are actually dealing some pressure into the members of Rahim. Rahim Neraka not managing to gain some ground versus All Stars. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have 5. They have 5 guilds. So it's actually kind of hard for them. Oh, here comes out the push coming in from the center, coming in from the members of Rahim Neraka. Rahim Neraka will just try to throw some some bodies into the members of All Stars, but Electrics will be joining in the fray. Here comes out another push coming in from the attacking guilds right now. Can they break the lines of All Stars? These members of All Stars just focusing their precast into the members of Electrics right now. Electrics needs their DLP up and running in here for them to avoid being vaporized by these precasts being laid down by the members of All Stars. But Bruek as well as TCG there, they need to get the hell out of here because this is the kill zone right now for the members of All Stars. They are just standing one at one another, or standing shoulder to shoulder in here. They need to push. They need to push, but they are currently stuck here in this corner, and those members of Electrics will just be killed by the members of All Stars. These members of All Stars are actually just going back and forth into these guys. And TCG is stuck into that corner right now. Rahim Neraka, here comes now Rahim Neraka's another push. What they need to do is reinforce one another's attack for them to at least pile up some put some continuous push from these guys. Not just throwing bodies, to be honest. They actually need to play slow it down a little bit for these guys to be able to do a one big push into the defenders. But currently they are just throwing bodies into these guys, and they keep on they are being intercepted continuously by the members of All Stars. And also they need to be careful in not losing that land protector stage. Here comes out the push coming in from the side of Electrics right now, while Rahim Neraka is right behind them. Electrics putting some pressure into the members of All Stars right now. Can they break the lines? Rahim Neraka will be joining forces with the Electrics right now. They need to get the hell out of there because they're just being bombarded by the precast coming in from the side of All Stars. But All Stars will try to stand, or will try to keep them at bay in here. Rahim Neraka is not managing to gain some ground into these guys, while the members of Electrics, who did manage to put some pressure into the defense of All Stars, they will just be annihilated by the rest of the members of All Stars, while Rahim Neraka's members not managing to push back, and an offensive land protector coming in from All Stars right now into the members of Rahim, while Rahim Neraka is just staying on that spot, or in that spot right now. They are just being killed one by one by All Stars. And here comes now Electrics. Electrics will kill off these members of All Stars who overextended. But then again, okay. Here's the extension of Electrics, and then it's their name is Electro. Oh, so one guild under All Stars right now will try to engage into these guys. The members of Electro is not expecting that one. They're having a hard time to recast that DLP. Lemonade continues to being cancelled by the members of All Stars right now, and they will just be annihilated, or they will just evaporate from their spot right now. Electro didn't manage to fire back into the members of All Stars, taking that initiative in breaking the lines of Electro, and they will push out actually. So 22 minutes left into our, or from our War of Imperium. Still have a lot of time for these guys, but as far as I can see, I'm not quite sure if they can still break the lines of All Stars. So if this continues from these guys or from the defense, yeah, they will just be focused. They will just focus into the Joker Castle. So All Stars, again, they are focusing in here. While wait, let's jump into the other castles, shall we? So Rahim Naraka currently has the Silver Castle and the Joker Castle. So if they can actually hold that one, oh, everyone is fighting in here. It's a Bruek engaging into the members of Rahim Naraka, and we are actually quite late for that fight. So TCG managing to take down Rahim Naraka in the process in here, but they should focus into our defenders right now. If they still want a shot for this castle, they should focus into our defenders, current defenders, which is the All Stars Alliance. So it's TCG Bruek who's making their way closer into the All-Stars Alliance. Oh, Electrics is already in here. They got top on the front lines. That Devo is way too overextended. There goes one Monk dropping from the side of All Stars. Offensive Bomb Protector coming in from Enigma right now. They need to take that one down. There goes one Crusader dropping from the side of Electrics right now. Electrics members will try to stand their ground in here, but they're just completely being bombarded by the precast coming in from the side of All Stars right now. Electrics members just got wiped instantly by the members of All Stars, and All Stars will try to shift their attention into the members of Bruek right now. Bruek's members is still in there. Some members of All Stars are way too overextended. Will try to break away for now, but Bruek and TCG will be losing members in the process. Nobody's managing to break the lines of All Stars right now. All Stars, can they hold this one up until the last minute? Well, to be honest, from what I can see, they can hold this one up until the last minute. So an offensive Bomb Protector coming in from the side of All Stars 7 with that OLP on top of the members of Bruek right now, and Bruek's members are just being massacred one by one by the members of All Stars. They cannot move from their spot in here. While Rahim Naraka will be arriving at the scene, but they are stretched way too thin in here. Defensive PDFM coming in, or a PDFM coming in from All Stars will be slowing them down, and they will just be killed one by one by these by the members of All Stars. So nobody is still managing to break the lines of All Stars. Well, to be honest, this is what happens when they don't contest the first break. So All Stars is actually always leading the castle race, especially in the first part of our War of Imperium, where nobody is contesting them inside the Imperium room to at least have a chance in taking the first break. We're finally, Rahim Naraka. They have a couple of members in here, while the rest of the members of All Stars will try to engage into these guys. So Rahim Naraka will just get the hell out of there. They do know that they are heavily outnumbered versus All Stars. So nobody is already attacking them. All Stars. So it's TCG and Bruek currently stuck in here, while we are yet to see Rahim Naraka. They still have 17 minutes left into our War of Imperium. Still 17 long minutes for these guys. But if they cannot break the second fortress gate right now, this will spell disaster coming in from these guys. So TCG and Bruek is not yet moving an inch, while Electrix is currently being engaged by one of the guilds under All Stars. Oh, Electrix might be raring to go. It's Electro in here. Salvatore on the front lines. Vatos Locos on the front lines as well. Here comes some of the bowling bashes coming in from the side of All Stars in here. They will try to overwhelm these members of Electro right now. Offensive Plan Protector coming in from Pablo Escobar on top of the members of Electrix right now. But Electro having a hard time to recast that DLP. Dispellis will try to break away for now, or they will try to get the hell out of there, because they do know that that fight is already lost. So these members of All Stars are just staying in here for now from the arch of the castle, while nobody is moving in just yet. So if they're gonna stay here, and we still have 16 minutes for our War of Imperium, I don't think anyone can push this one. I don't think anyone can push All Stars. It's a long shot coming from them, or from the attacking guild, so I don't think they can still push this one. Nasa Mardol na daw sila. Okay. They are already in Mardol. Wait, so who's calling? I'm pretty sure the action will be coming in from the Joker Castle, which is Banadis. Wait, which is this? Verse 01. One moment, boys. Okay, so they are in here. Rahim Naraka is in here in front of the second fortress gate, and they are defending this one from our Silver Castle. For our Golden Castle, I'm pretty sure this is for they call this one for All Stars taking. Nobody's already contesting them in here. So we will be, or we'll just be waiting. Where will the action? Roblox po ba ito? Yes po. Roblox po ito. So again, as I was saying, we'll just be waiting for the Joker Castle because most of the time, that is where the last minute action is, especially when the Golden and Silver Castle is already secured. So the Joker Castle will be the last castle that everyone will try to, or will aim to take. And we still have 13 minutes for our War of Imperium. While the members of All Stars, they did manage to reconstruct the first Fortress Gate as well as the Guardian Stone, if I am not mistaken. Oh, never mind. Guardian Stone is still not yet here. But Electrix is still in here. They might still go for one final push before moving into the other castles. No, thank you so much for the 50 stars, Bossing Bautista dyan. Shoutout po sa iyo. Maraming salamat po. So Electrix will be attacking the sorry, that's the first Fortress Gate, while Rahim Naraka, I'm not quite sure if there's someone that will be attacking them in here. I'm pretty sure the next action will be on the Joker Castle. We can already see some guys in the kill feed who's killing one another. So 12 minutes left into our War of Imperium. So Electrix will try to engage into the members of All Stars right now, while the members of All Stars is ready for this one. Kita Majuya on the front lines is spamming those bowling bashes on top of the members of Electrix right now. Electrix backlines are heavily exposed in here. They don't have a DLP in their midst right now, but they did manage to take down the members of the backlines of All Stars right now. Electrix making progress into the members of All Stars, but there's still a lot of enemies in front of him. They did manage to take down one of the guilds under All Stars, but All Stars still has a couple more. So 11 or 10 minutes and 30 seconds left into our War of Imperium. And again, sorry, but please be advised, but that upper left timer is not an official time of the server. That is just my manual clock right there. So for me, just to have a reference. But yeah, it is what it is. I just need a reference for our timer inside. I don't think they will still attack this one, and we'll just be waiting for... Wait, which castle again? So I'm pretty sure Rahim Naraka will just be letting these guys go. Or we'll just be letting this one be... Just be letting this one. So we should focus on the Joker Castle, I think. Let's see how many are. Let's see where are they. Still have less than 10 minutes for our tonight's War of Imperium. Wait, who owns this castle? Oh, it's Broek. So they still have a lot of work to do. And I think the Guardian Stones are still up. Yep, Guardian Stones are still up for this castle. And Broek is in here. Will one of the guilds from All Stars be able to break this one? Still have 9 minutes left into our War of Imperium. Still a pretty long time for these guys. Here comes out the push. The push coming in from All Stars will try to engage into the members of TCG right now. TCG will try to stand their ground, but their knights are falling apart in the face of All Stars. Offensive Lamp Protector coming in from Broek right now. I'm not quite sure if that will be the one that they need, because the precast coming in from Broek is way too far. They will just waste this Sage's life inside of the stack of All Stars. Again, those precasts coming in from their side won't be able to reach the lines of All Stars in here, so they shouldn't push that much, because their precast won't be able to reach them out. These members of All Stars are still holding on. They are not yet moving on. Never mind. I think they heard me. They are already moving. The defensive lamp protector coming in from Jangan D hit. TCG canceling the DLP being applied by the members of All Stars. Here they will try to push again, getting closer into the members of TCG right now, but TCG is ready to go in here. The molding bashes will be there, coming in for the side of All Stars. They didn't manage to pop the eagle. Where? They just vanished out of thin air. They did pop the eagle behind the lines of TCG and Broek right now. That first Guardian Stone will surely fall. There was no defense coming in from TCG. They will try to rush back in here. Offensive Lamp Protector coming in from Jack Dawson from Broek right now, canceling the DLP being reapplied by the members of All Stars right now, but All Stars keeps on focusing into that Guardian Stone right now. Broek as well as TCG's members are being taken down one after another in here. All Guardian Stones has already been destroyed, so this battle is just for nothing right now. But All Stars will try to pop their equal, or will try to pop their B-Wing, getting the hell out of there, because they do know that that fight is already over. And Broek and TCG repositioning here in front of the first Fortress Gate. So they repositioned here in front of the third Fortress Gate. No, but I'm pretty sure nobody's already attacking the Ragnarok Caster 2. So it's Broek again being pushed back. Where are the other guilds though? Broek and TCG, their full force is in here. Can they hold this one? 6 minutes left into our War of Imperium. Still a lot of time for Broek and TCG in here. They can still, or the ownership can still be snatched away from them. But who will be snatching this one away? It's All Stars again. One of the guilds of All Stars will try to poison, or will try to post, or will try to reposition in front of the members of Broek. And Broek will try to engage into this, guys. This spell's coming in from Lemonile on top of the members of Broek right now. They're not minding that Sage on top of their guys. Offensive Lamp Protector coming in from Lemonile right now on top of the members of Broek. Here comes now the push. It's two guilds coming in from All Stars right now. Will try to break the lines of Broek as well as TCG. TCG and Broek holding their ground for now. There's a lot of members of All Stars getting closer into the members of Broek right now. TCG coming in from the right hand side. Broek will try to stand their ground in here. Some members of All Stars didn't manage to go inside of the stack of Broek and TCG's alliance right now, but can they break the lines of Broek's alliance? Their members already being thinned out by TCG or by Broek's alliance in here. Some members of All Stars are way too overextended. The Krisachi will be there slowing them down. Meteor Storm will be landing on top of these guys, and one of the guilds of All Stars are already spent. It's the other guilds right now, or it's the other guild right now who needs to take the fight inside of the stack, or is actually planning to take the fight inside of the stack of Broek right now. But Broek is ready for this maneuver, and they will punish these members of All Stars. While they do have the ownership advantage in here, they are free to go back as soon as possible. Bruek's lines or defensive line will be broken and they will be pushed back into the second Fortress gate. It's all stars right now. Going slowly but surely. Can they snatch this one away from Bruek? What's happening in Tower Golden Castle? Yeah, there is no more action in here. Silver Castle is still for Rahim. So we'll just be focusing into our Joker Castle, which is currently that second Fortress gate will be taken down. It's TCG Bruek right now who's focusing into the members of All Stars, who's on top of the Guardian Stone or off the Fortress gate. Where is the safety wall though? Nobody is spamming that safety wall on top of these guys, or on top of the nodes or third Fortress gate nodes. 3 minutes left into our War of Imperium. TCG as well as Bruek is already in here. The third Fortress gate has already been destroyed. They need to be careful in here. All Stars popping the eco right now. The strip armor will be there, canceling that eco being taken or being casted by All Stars, and that e-collar will be taken down. Another eco being popped on top of the Imperium right now. That's Ruma Hajiramli popping the eco on top of the Imperium right now. Can they actually pop it off? Ruma Hajiramli managed to pop the eco on top of the Imperium right now. While TCG as well as Bruek is still focusing their firepower on top of the Imperium. All Stars will be here as well. But Bruek, All Stars, they're swamping into the Imperium. Rahim Neraka will be arriving at the scene, but I'm not quite sure if that is enough for them. There goes the break. Who takes it? All Stars takes it down. And they will try to defend the Joker Castle for a minute and a half. That was a disaster coming in from TCG, coming in from Bruek and TCG. Still, Rahim Neraka, they have some of their members right now. Who's in here? Can they actually pop their eco? Spell disaster coming in from these guys, but All Stars manages to pop their eco right now. Still a minute for these. Still a minute for them. Rahim Neraka will be losing one of the monks. He's hiding. One of the monks of Rahim Neraka is hiding. Less than a minute for our War of Imperium. So these members of Rahim Neraka are trying to put some pressure into the members of All Stars. Some members of Rahim Neraka did manage to push through, but I'm not quite sure if that is enough for them. The third Fortress gate has been destroyed. 20 seconds left into our War of Imperium. Can they still reach it? 15 seconds left. I don't think there's enough time for these guys to break the Imperium. Some members of Rahim Neraka will manage to reach the Imperium, but 5 seconds left. And never mind, that 5 seconds won't be enough for them to be able to break it. Unfortunately, GG, well played for these guys. And it's All Stars who manages to take control of the Joker and Golden Castle, and Silver Castle goes to Rahim Neraka. Unfortunately, Bruek and TCG lost their ownership from that Joker Castle. So, well, congratulations All Stars for owning the Golden and the Joker Castle, and Rahim Neraka takes the Silver Castle. And that concludes our day number 2 in our Age of Triumph Season 2. Only here in OG X AOR, but unfortunately, we need to cut the stream short. This is your caster/streamer, Hot Dog, will be saying good night and God bless us all. And in my local language, maraming salamat po.
goodbye.